As your boy DJ Wolf here. I just read a story about Mr. Levar Ball. All right. I guess $1 billion is not enough. So, according to a story I read, because his son got the number, I thought it was number one. I said number one. He actually got the number 2 spot, number 2 pick. In the draft lottery, by the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers actually got him, picked him up as a number 2 draft pick in the lottery. So that's what I was reading. Since that time, before then, he was trying to get $1 billion for because he think his company and his sons are estimated worth collectively $50 billion. I'm sorry, $1 billion. Since his son got picked up number 2 in the lottery, number 2 for the Lakers, and the number 2 pick, now this fool is asking for $3 billion. Yeah, $3 billion. This dude here, boy. One thing I give him credit for, he aims high. He aims very, very high. I give Levar Ball for that. He talks some serious smack outside the side of his neck, for damn sure, and you could tell he's perpetrating fraud and selling wolf tickets all at the same time. But he does aim high. I'll give him that. I can't say that he's not doing that, because he's absolutely, he's aiming for the stars as high as he can go. And if it means $1 billion, hey, But I really, honestly, I'm not exactly sold on this dude, because I don't know his managing skills. If they are, I'm not sold on that. Does he really have what it takes to manage that kind of money if he ever get it? Even if he was to get a couple of million. After all, he ended up pricing his son the major endorsements between Nike, Reebok, and other companies. So, while I do applaud him for trying to start his own brand with his sons, at some point, you got to build capital on it. Will $495 be too high for people to buy into the brand? I don't know. It's kind of questionable right now, because I watched a report from an interviewer, and he briefly was talking about his billion brand. Whatever whatever the BBB stands for, I forgot it. It escapes my mind right now. But in an interview, he said that he said so far it's doing, it's selling shoes. So the female reporter asked him, how many have you sold? And of course, he was reluctant to actually say how many he sold, and he got his feathers ruffled a little bit, and talk about, you tell her, quote, you need to stay in your lane. Now, mind you, she might have been brashing at times. I didn't catch that during the interview, but I didn't see anything wrong with asking her that. See anything wrong with her asking me that question? I really didn't. I think he was just being standoffish, which he was, and he didn't have an answer for it, which means to lead me to believe that he's not selling as many shoes as he's claiming. That leads me to believe that he's basically, like I said, there's a combination of selling wolf tickets, perpetrating fraud, and BS and all at the same time, which indicates to me he's not, he's probably overreaching what his goals actually was to be, to make his brand $1 billion, which I don't know if any Nike brand is worth collectively is worth $1 billion. Not any single brand, not even Jordan. that's another whole story. And maybe he knew when he opened his mouth, at some point he knew he was reaching. Now, mind you, he only had those shoes on sale for about a month. So he probably ain't really, people hadn't really got into the shoes yet. I know eventually they probably will. No time soon. But really, what really tripped me out is the fact that he hadn't gotten to it no time soon yet, because they just got the shoes out. And I'll give him fair game on that, barely a month. So you're not going to, I know she can't expect them shoes to be selling that fast, that quick, in his defense. I'll give him that. Maybe people are waiting to see, if it's worth paying the $4.95 for, if he'll get picked up by a team, that he'll be worthy of playing for. Maybe people are waiting until after he gets started in the NBA to say, hey, we'll see what he do. Because a lot of people really, even I didn't know anything about his son, Lonzo Ball. I've seen since I've heard about him 2 months ago. He's a decent player. He's pretty good. Now, how good would he have been in the NBA? That's another story. But see, to me, I didn't hear about him like I heard about a Kobe or LeBron when they were in high school on their way to get picked up by the NBA. That was a completely different story, and particularly LeBron, because everybody was talking about LeBron. Everybody wanted to ride his camp, and he immediately didn't have any shoes out for a while either. He didn't have any shoes out until after he got in the NBA. Neither did Jordan for certain, it wasn't about 2-3 years. So, for this guy to have shoes out before he even gets drafted is crazy in itself. And like I said, I think right now, although I think Levar Ball is reaching, personally, and I do, them shoes really, it's going to take some time for anybody to even think about buying them shoes anytime soon anyway, because he hasn't proved, he's not quite a proven talent yet, and he already knows that he's not selling a lot of shoes yet. He knows that. And I can understand, because it's a little bit too early to tell if anybody would even want to put that kind of money into buying shoes. But then you got celebrities already talking about, hey, we're going to buy your shoes. I've seen them say it already. Like the rapper The Game put in 14 orders. 10 of them he's going to give away. So he got the support. He got some backing. I give him that. Hey, if you got the backing and you serious about your brand, go ahead, brother. Like I said again, my thing is, why don't you handle the business end and let your boys handle the court? Stop trying to think you can verbally do both, because you can't. And you're not the proven talent that your sons are. Let them do your thing and you do your thing. Except I would suggest to you to do this. I think personally, and I'm still going to say it, I think personally right now, if you let them go ahead and do their balling and get them a sports agent, and, step back a little bit and do the business end of selling the brand, I think everything will work itself out. You picked the right time to get it done. Now let it ride. That's all I got to say about it. It's DJ Wolf. I got more to say about this and other stuff on the back burner. I'll talk to you guys later.